Welcome back to the Sick and Successful podcast. Oh my gosh, I am actually starting to enjoy recording these YouTube videos. I've always enjoyed recording podcasts. It's super fun for me, but I never thought I would enjoy doing the YouTube videos. I'm loving it. Have you checked out our YouTube channel if you're listening as a podcast listener? If not, make sure you do that. It's super fun to watch. Also, something that's extra fun that I wanted to announce is we now have GIFs on social media. I can't even. It's so fun to see. So if you search up Sick and Successful, you'll see a bunch of GIFs. You know, you can use it on your stories. You can share them. You can also look up SNS Creative, and there's ones like where I'm pointing and things like that. So it's super fun. If you own a business and you want your own GIFs, it's something that we're offering right now. So feel free to reach out. Our information is down below. Just send me an email to info@snscreative.ca and we can get that up for you. It is a one-time promotion where you get all your GIFs set up for you. You get stickers. We do all of it for you, all of the tagging, all of that for $350. You can have a little photo of you as a sticker. It's really cool. We've had over, I believe, 5,000 views of our one sticker in the last day. So we launched yesterday and we have over 5,000 views in one day. So it's a great way to reach your target audience. When they're looking up for stickers, they find yours. Okay, so let's get into it. Today's episode is all about sales. I know some of you get itchy when we talk about sales and it makes you feel uncomfortable, and that's why I want to talk about it today. You know, I like talking about the things other people don't talk about. And I know a lot of people are talking about sales, but we're not talking about just your everyday sales. I want to talk about what you're probably doing wrong in your business when it comes to sales that you're losing those potential clients because of things that were taught online about sales. So let's just jump right into it. I want to tell you first my story about how I got into sales and was in corporate sales for 12 plus years. As you might know, I went to university for marketing and international business. I actually went to university because my father wanted me to go before I went into hair school. Or actually, I already was done hair school before I went into makeup school. So I did it and I decided to choose a career that was more creative. My choices were marketing and interior design in the university that I chose to go to. So I chose marketing. And I fell in love with it. And when I was finishing university, when I was coming to the last year, I started looking for a corporate job. That's what I thought you had to do. So I started, applying to jobs, and I got an interview, and I thought it was a job interview, but it turned out to be a recruiter. And in that interview, he asked me, do you want to go into marketing or do you want to go into sales? And to me, I was like, well, what's the difference? I had no idea what sales was. To be honest, at that point, I didn't really know what a marketing career looked like. And so I was like, either one, really, I just want a job. And he saw my personality, and I'm really great at sales. Even back then, before I knew what it was, I'm really great at connecting with humans. And I went into sales. I got my first corporate job. It was an inside account manager position, meaning I sold on the phone to clients who were already clients of this one company. So it was really cool. I did really well. I grew really quickly. I got a bunch of awards and I got a promotion across the country. So I instantly, from day one of being in sales, I loved it. And what I realized is that sales is more of a person-to-person connection than it is anything else. My first manager in that corporate job gave me this book right here, this one, the red one, gave me a red book called The Little Red Book of Sales. And it opened up my mind so quickly. I haven't read it since then, but it really introduced me into sales and what that is. And so from there, I went on to have different positions throughout different companies and grow and run my own entrepreneurial endeavors. And I always did well at sales from day one. When I was a personal trainer and a holistic health coach, I loved getting on discovery calls and selling quote unquote people because it was a way for me to connect with other humans. It's the reason I loved hairstyling. It's the reason I loved everything else I did, being a party bus host, because I loved connecting with one-on-one humans. So that's the first thing. The first thing you might be doing wrong in sales is trying to be too salesy. I see this all the time with my clients where they get on a discovery call and they have a script, which is a good thing. You want a script because you want a, point by point, what direction you're the one in charge of the call, right? So what direction you want to take that call. But I notice that they start selling directly off the script. They get this different personality, this different persona where they're all about the sale. Okay, well, what about this? What about this? Tell me that about this, about you. Tell me about this. Do you want this? We get into this sales mode, and as humans, we can feel that. The biggest thing that book said that stuck with me, to this day, is people don't like being sold to, they love to buy. How many of us love retail shopping? Therapy shopping? Window shopping? All of the shopping. Amazon is like my best friend. And it's because it feels good to buy things that you want and that you need, right? I don't need someone on Amazon trying to sell me on a specific thing. I can sell myself. So when you're on a sales call, if you're being too pushy, too aggressive, if you're not listening, if you're trying sleazy sales tactics, you're going to lose that sale. So that's one thing you should check. Record yourself on your next sales call. Record the conversation. If it's on Zoom, just record it and rewatch it. How does it feel? Does it feel like you're listening to what they're saying? Does it feel like you're responding to what they're saying? Is it a human conversation? Or do you find that you're extra nervous and that's coming across on camera and that you're stumbling across your words and you're trying to read your script and it's just doesn't feel like a flowy conversation? Then you're literally driving people away. You're losing the sale because you don't feel confident in what you're trying to sell, or you're trying to sell too hard and you're pushing people away literally just by selling them. They're getting on a call with you, or they're coming to purchase whatever it is you have because they're already interested. So you don't have to push too aggressively. The second thing is you're scared of sales, and that's totally normal. Everyone wasn't born to be a salesperson. It's something I would always say in interviews when I was having an interview for a sales position is you can teach someone about accounting, you can teach someone about your products, but you can't teach them how to sell. And it's a lot harder to teach them how to sell, right? I literally teach sales courses in university. It's something that I do. It's something I love to do. And that's one of the main things that I try to get across to my students is if you are scared of sales, if you're scared to have a conversation with a person, they're going to be able to feel that. They're going to feel the jitters. They're going to feel you trying to push them. They're going to feel like if you are trying to sell this product, whatever it is, and your, life depends on it, that's going to come across. You're going to feel desperate. It's a person-to-person conversation. Be human, be normal, and you're going to do much better in sales, I promise you. Another thing that I notice with my clients is that you think of sales as something that's inherently wrong because as a woman, you are taught to give your gift away. So a lot of the times we're taught that, what we're good at, we should do for the people around us. What we're good at as a hairstylist, because I'm good at doing hair, or was, and definitely not anymore. But as a hairstylist, because I was good at doing hair, I should do it for my family and my friends friends for a limited price because that's what you do, right? But that's not right. If you look at people who are amazing at sales, they know their value, they know their worth, and they are happy to share it with you at a cost. And it's not inherently wrong to be a salesperson or to sell something in your business. You need to sell to be able to have a successful business. So how is that wrong? It's not. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing tool. And instead of thinking of sales as some kind of cheesy car salesman, think of sales as a human-to-human conversation where you're giving a ton of value to the person who's giving money back. It's an energy exchange. It's an energy exchange no matter what type of sales it is. But as soon as you start seeing it as something that's inherently wrong, that you feel icky doing, that you just don't like, that's going to come across. Another thing is that you don't believe in yourself or you don't believe in your price. When I think back to the first discovery call that I ever had as a holistic health coach, oh my gosh, you guys, I cringe at the thought. I was shuddering saying my first price. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like a couple $100 per month for in-depth coaching, and I just was like, I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my price. And it took practice. It took practice to believe in that. But thinking back to that call, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I got better at that really quickly. And so that's okay. It's okay the first few times you're trying to sell in whatever way that it is, if it's a sales call, if it's out in person, whatever it is, that you just feel a little bit uncomfortable. But you need to be comfortable with what you're selling and your price. You need to know your value. If you feel like you're overcharging, that's going to come across. Your voice is going to shake when you say that number. So my tip is always, when you're starting to sell at a price where you think, oh my gosh, this is an amazing value. Like, this is an offer that they cannot resist. And then slowly up that price as you feel comfortable. It's what I've done in all my businesses till I get to a point where I know that this is a valuable energy exchange and that it is worth it, right? And as soon as it feels like we're given more, then we up the price a little bit. And that's how business works. So get really comfortable with your price and with what you're selling. And last but not least, seeing sales as a form of leadership. I know that sounds a little bit funny, but it truly is. Sales is a conversation. Sales is literally, like I've said a million times in this video and this podcast, is sales is an energy exchange. So if you see it as just that, if you see it as a conversation to see if it's a right fit for this person, then it's going to come across that way. And you are in charge of the call. So you are the leader. It is your job to show the person why they're going to get value from whatever it is that you're selling, right? And really understanding how to get from that person in that conversation, how to understand what their needs are and what their needs behind the needs. That's something that's, level 101 in sales, is finding the person's need behind their need. So everyone says, oh, I need social media management because I need more followers. Okay, why do you need more followers? And why do you need that? And just digging and getting into a conversation to understand the other person's needs and to be a good listener. That's the number one thing about leadership, is being a good listener. If you can be a good listener in sales, you're going to get ahead so much faster. And again, be a real human being. Have a one-to-one person conversation and listen. Get as much information as you can from the person that you're having that call with or that you're selling to. People want to be heard. People want their issues, their problems solved, right? So if you're selling anything, it's not what you're giving them. If I'm selling you this, this Apple sticker. I got a new computer, so I have an Apple sticker in front of me. If I'm selling you this Apple sticker, I'm not telling you this Apple sticker is silver and it is shiny and you can put it wherever. What I would sell you is this Apple sticker is going to make you feel like the baddest boss babe ever. When you show up and you are having a down day and you just want to feel stronger and empowered, you're going to look at that sticker and you're going to blah, 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 right? That person's problem was that they were struggling getting confidence, and this sticker can solve that. What problem are you solving? You don't want to sell all the attributes of everything that you're selling, right? Because you can overwhelm someone. So when you think about what does a person really truly need, what do they really truly need out of my product? What problem am I solving for them? That is the portion that you want to then listen and hear the details of that problem. Understand them as a human being. And you know what? Maybe your product isn't a good fit for them. And that's okay. There have been many times where I've said, you know what? I don't think my product, whatever it is I'm selling at the time, is a great fit, but here is someone who I know could probably help you. And that's why it's so important to know people within your industry as well. Doing research, understanding makes you more confident and makes that conversation so much easier. And changing it from a sleazy sales conversation to just a conversation between two human beings in your mind will take you so much further. You will notice a difference right away. If you're someone who struggles with sales, I would love to know in the comments below the YouTube video, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. What is it that your main struggle is? And did I address any of those in this YouTube video? I see a lot of these problems with my clients, and as soon as we tweak little tiny tweaks, like the words they're saying in the sales calls, like that energy they're showing up with in the sales calls, and maybe having a little bit of a routine, that's a bonus here, is having a fun dance party before you get on a sales call to bring your energy up. We are energetic human beings, and the person on the other side of the call, be it in person, be it on a phone, be it on Zoom, can feel your energy. If you're showing up defeated, if you're showing up like you need this sale and you are super desperate, no matter what, I need this sale, they're going to feel that. The energy you need to bring to a sales call, the energy you need to bring to your business is calm, confident, and excited. As soon as you do that, watch the sales roll in, baby, because I just got a few DMs that my clients are now getting more clients, and that is what makes me passionate. So I hope that I can do the same for you. And I want to know, what is it that you struggle with, or maybe what is it that you love about sales? I can't wait to see you next week. We are staying consistent over here. Go check out those gifts, and I want to hear from you. I appreciate you. Remember, dream big, it's possible for you, and the next version of success is around the corner.